beloved students. I hope you've been looking into your books as you've been at home since the COVID-19 vacation, so to say. But today, we are going to teach you. Our topic is adjectives. You are already conversant with the word noun. You know that nouns and adjectives, they go hand in hand. Because adjectives qualify nouns, they modify nouns, they tell you more about nouns. So without you being familiar with nouns, you cannot know adjectives. So adjectives are words used to describe nouns. They are used to modify nouns. They will tell you, give you more information about nouns. Remember that a noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. And nouns are the things we see almost every day. In your houses, you see objects that are nouns. You see dresses, your parents' cars, handbags, spoons, kitchen utensils, all those things are nouns. But now the adjective will tell you which is the one you're talking about. Therefore, we say that a noun is an adjective is a word that describes a noun, gives you more information about a noun. We say examples: young girl. Young is an adjective, girl is a noun. Old man, blind beggar, handsome boy, heavy load, red car, black shoe, and so on and so forth. So we say that adjectives tells us more about nouns. So for instance, in your house, your mommy can tell you, Chike, go inside the room and bring my bag. You now say, Mommy, which of the bags? Because your mommy must have had more than 5 bags, handbags. She will now tell you, go inside my room and bring my red bag. That red differentiates the particular bag she wants you to get. So that red is the adjective telling you more about bag. So old man, an old man came here. If you just say a man came here, nobody may pay attention to you. But if you say an old man came here, a blind beggar, I saw a blind beggar today. That blind is the adjective telling you about the beggar. Handsome boy, you could have many boys, but this particular one is handsome. Intelligent student, diligent student, pretty woman, wicked mother, and so on and so forth. Those ones are adjectives telling you about the nouns. So we're going to use them in sentences because you have to make a sentence to show that you know what you're talking about. And that stepmother is a wicked woman. And that stepmother is a wicked woman. What is the adjective in that sentence? Who can tell me the adjective in that sentence? And that stepmother is a wicked woman. The adjective there is the wicked, qualifying that stepmother. Adjective qualifies noun. So another example is the diligent student took first in his class. The diligent student took the first position in his class. He is diligent. Diligent is qualifying the student. He is diligent, he is studious. He's always studying. That is why he is diligent. So that diligent is the adjective qualifying the student. So we say that the diligent student took the first position in his class. We say that the lazy student failed his exams. The adjective is lazy, qualifying the student. Lazy student failed his exams. Diligent student came first in his own class. The black shoe is yours while the brown sandals is mine. Probably your brother came back from overseas and brought goods for you. Now he's telling you your own, describing it with the adjective, telling you this black one is yours and the brown one is your sister's. The principal has a comfortable chair in his office. Comfortable is the adjective qualifying chair. Now we want to compare adjectives. We have 3 degrees of comparison in adjectives. We want to show that this thing is good, the other one is better, and the other one is the best. So we shall see. So we are going to comparing adjectives. You call it comparison of adjectives. We say that adjectives have 3 degrees of comparison. Why do we say there are 3? For instance, that would be a performance you do. Somebody will say you tell you superlative. This performance is superlative, telling you that it is the best. So we have positive. So some students, the first day I wrote this in the class, I said good. They looked at the other ones and started to answer the same way in this one. They said gooder, goodest, but it's not the thing. That is why we call them irregularities, irregular adjectives. They do not follow the pattern of the other way in comparison and the superlative. So we see the comparative part of good is what? Better. Best. Bad. Bad is, okay, can you use my hand? Bad is worse. Bad, worse. Everybody say worse, not worse. So worse, worst. Happier, happiest. Punctual, more punctual. Don't say punctual, huh? More punctual. Most punctual. The maths teacher is punctual to school. The Igbo teacher is more punctual, but the English teacher is the most punctual. Diligent. More diligent. Most diligent. Emeka is a diligent student. Ebube is more diligent, but Ebuka is the most diligent in their class. And so on and so forth. Beautiful. Ada is beautiful. Ifeoma is more beautiful. But Ijoma is the most beautiful. So that is all about comparing adjectives. You can now, in your own household, identify things, differentiate them because of adjectives. Because adjective will tell you which one to pick, what to do. For instance, I saw a brown envelope in the cupboard. Your daddy will now remember, okay, I loved a brown envelope. But if you do not use adjective to talk about that envelope, you might not know what you're saying. So adjectives will make you to understand nouns more, tell you about nouns more. You'll understand everything because now is what we see every day, so over the place. So adjectives will help us to identify and differentiate them. So you are to write the following assignments into your own notebooks at home, so that anytime we resume, might be able to mark them for you. Okay, students, I'm happy you were able to follow in this teaching. It will be my pleasure if you do these assignments. As we resume, you pass the assignments to me, for me to mark for you. I wish you luck as you stay at home. Bye. Great and glorious and